Not when I shift into maximum overdrive. I'll end you!
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Win it. Now that's a good feeling.
Welcome back everyone to the Apex Files. My name is Cusipo or Joe. It's definitely been a good while since I've said that. Today's focus being the mean green healing machine, also known as Lifeline. Definitely one of the best additions to the game, and I say addition, she wasn't actually added to the game. She was in the baseline game when it came out in Season 1, and even before Season 1 she's always been an amazing character to play. She's very complex in the sense that she has a lot of different abilities and a lot of diverse playstyles. Maybe not the most aggressive approach to the game, but definitely an approach that a lot of people can get good at. And on that note, she has many different abilities, like I mentioned before, very unique ones as well. A lot of the other characters, they all kind of link, but with this one, it's pretty interesting. As does every character in Apex Legends, they all have free abilities, and sometimes they have an extra one which either reduces or actually increases the amount of damage taken due to their hitbox size and character size. Lifeline, being a rather small character and having a lot smaller hitbox, actually takes 5% more damage. Lifeline's abilities consist of the D.O.C drone or D.O.C drone, combat medic, and also the care package. She's a support legend, which means she is obviously good at healing and helping her teammates. I'm going to start off by speaking about the care package because I feel like that's most important to start with. Just a very small, handy, easy to work out, but crucial part of Lifeline's ultimate is you can't place it everywhere. There's like a little highlight of where you can place the actual care package. It won't work everywhere. There has to be clear space above you. You can't do it in a building clearly. Obviously I knew that was pretty simple, but some people probably would obviously need to know that because a lot of people are actually coming to Apex in Season 3 because of the new map, and it looks a lot better than it did in Season 1. Another little crucial thing as well is a Lifeline care package will have a blue stripe on it, so you can always tell if it's your team or if it's an enemy player. Because if it's not, and it's red, it's auto-generated, and it means no one's probably near, but it definitely can mean people are there as well, because they obviously want to get to the loot first. Also want to quickly clear up and just say, this doesn't mean enemy players can't open a blue care package that isn't from their team. If you're a Lifeline or you have a Lifeline on your team and they call in a care package, an enemy can come along and open it and take the loot from inside. There's also a little thing I like to call the loot divide. And if you don't know what that is, well, no one knows what it is because I made it up and I'm very irrelevant. Is in the red care packages, obviously the auto-generated ones in the game that contain the higher tier loot, contains higher tier loot. You can get golden shields and weapons like the Mastiff, which is the legendary shotgun, the Kraber, the legendary sniper, and the L-Star, which is essentially a bubble gun, but, you know, on steroids. In the Lifeline care package, you can only get things like purple armor, and you also get attachments for your guns like sniper stocks and that sort of thing. So it's less helpful, but you do get the Lifeline package a lot more regularly. So therefore, I guess it makes up for itself, but it's obviously up to you to determine if that's worth it or not. It depends if you would rather play as Lifeline or you would rather have one on your team. Moving on to the passive ability, which I probably would say isn't that passive. It is literally when you have a downed player on your team, you have the ability to revive them a lot quicker, and you actually have a green shield that pops up in front of you, which D.O.C or D.O.C actually produces to protect you, and you also revive the player at double the speed. Combat Medic is also quite complex in terms of it isn't just one thing. It helps you revive people a lot quicker. It doesn't help yourself revive yourself a lot quicker when you have a self-res golden shield, even though I think it should, as you are with a medic, but I understand why they've done that, definitely to balance out the game. It has many other abilities too. Combat Medic also allows you to use shield cells, med kits, and any other healing device like a Phoenix kit a lot quicker, double the speed I believe. Now that you know the premise, obviously I haven't covered the normal tactical ability, which is probably the easiest and most straightforward to definitely explain to people. It is basically a tentacle monster. I like to call him Wally because he's a bit of a freak, but you place down D.O.C. or D.O.C. and he will connect to the closest players and also will heal your health at a decent rate. A little bit faster than how Octane actually gets his own health back, a bit quicker than that, and a lot more effective. You get it around every minute after you use it. There's like a 50-second cooldown, and it actually used to be able to heal you in the storm a lot quicker, but now they actually changed it so actually Doc actually does die in the storm, so making it more crucial for you to get out. But as mentioned before, Combat Medic, which allows you to use like bandages and medkits and shields a lot quicker, is obviously good for surviving in the storm as well. One crucial thing, I'm not just saying this about Lifeline, I'm saying this about everyone who plays the bloody game, because honestly, it has got on my nerves for about the past year that I've been playing, well, since launch I've been playing. Revive your fucking teammates, because I never get revived when I'm down, ever, unless I'm playing with a friend. But if you're like away from a fight and your two other squad mates are in a fight, if one gets knocked down and the other one's still fighting, go help the knocked player who's out of the fight. If you get your player to obviously crawl away, hide somewhere, revive them. Having another player in the fight unsuspectedly is always a massive advantage as well. Never underestimate how much people can fight other legends, because it's a team game. A lot of people forget that it's a team game and it's obviously about accuracy. So helping your teammates and having more gunshots and more fire going into the enemy is obviously always going to be a lot more effective. Revive your teammates no matter what, especially if it's a lifeline. If it's a lifeline, they can heal themselves quicker, they can heal you quicker, and overall it's just going to put the battle and fight in your favour generally most of the time. When you don't heal your teammates, even though I know they can be absolute imbeciles sometimes, they can get you back for it. And you do get players like this a lot of the time.
Didn't work.
Just let me know when it's urgent.
It is fucking urgent, I'm fucking dying.
And even if they're not the brightest, you've always got to care and love your teammates, because they are also the key to success. And also you need to fill, you know, the hole in their miserable lives as well.
Oh, that hurts.
And let's be honest, if you really want to play Lifeline that much and you hate your teammates, one, what are you doing with your life? And two, they can always be a great meat shield.
Thank you.
Right, do that again, shall we? I'm sorry to have to interrupt this episode of the Apex Files by bringing you a sponsorship. You'll never guess who sponsored us. Well, I can, because it was me. I sponsored this episode. I sponsored this episode through the podcast. I've actually started up a podcast with my good friend Catman Joe and Septic Spud. We speak about popular and interesting subjects in the gaming and media industry. I think it's actually a blast. We've actually made one episode so far, and hopefully you can go check that out, link in the description. It would mean a lot to me and a lot to the guys if you would go over and subscribe and stick around and have a listen for a while. We've even got our own merch store, and we've also got our own Twitter and Instagram for that account as well. Hopefully I see some of you Crusaders over there. Leave a hashtag of Crusaders over in the comment section, and I'll see you over there. Back to the video. And obviously, apart from just playing Lifeline and just playing the game itself is a very fixed game with absolutely no bugs still. It's perfect.
Ta-da!
No.
I'm on a crypto drone. What the fuck? Dude, look at me. I'm on a crypto drone and I'm like shooting. Oh, now I'm back. Hello. What an interesting experience. Jeez. And that's it for Lifeline, the mean green healing machine. I definitely edited this a lot more than I should have. But let me know if you like it, because I've enjoyed doing it. Hit that like button if you did enjoy it and you found this helpful. Subscribe if you're new, and go join the podcast. And I'll catch you in the next one.